necessarily a program, it's just your standard operating procedure. One item that we did discuss that's not in here is a neighborhood watch. Frankly, we felt that the commitment of resources would be difficult to achieve the kind of success that larger communities have with a full-blown community watch program. I think that's something you might be open to in the future, depending on staffing and whatnot. Maybe look at that as time goes by.
Is that something that a local organization would do the manpower on, or the legwork with with a little bit of coordination and resources? At least I'm sure you have access to information and programs or whatever that
we can definitely get some of the specific information that you're looking for. And, but
it's usually a community-led program, so the neighborhood actually organizes themselves. They organize events like the National Night Out, and signs are put up and that type of thing. But it does involve quite a bit with the police department meeting with them, especially if they do go into the full watch program and not just National Night Out. Then I think it gets to be a little intensive because people that are watching need to know what to look for, how to react, how to respond. You don't want unfortunate incidents like they had in Florida, where people are taking the law into their own hands, possibly. It's more of, see something that doesn't look right, what do you do?
For the past few years too, we've been invited to like the Rushford Manor Apartments. They would have like a picnic, so we would have an officer down there and talking with everybody. Scenic View Court has done the same, so we'll block off the Scenic View area or the park area down there and barbecue, I guess, and talk to people. And
any thoughts about the plan as it's presented?
No, it's just nice to have it right in front of us so we can consult it.
I did talk with the school and asked if they had any concerns or things they felt weren't being addressed. And something that Mr. McBroom had brought up was, since he's been in Rushford, there has been no mock accident. Have you guys, you're familiar with that mock accident? And we did do one with the fire department, ambulance, and a bunch of other people. It takes a lot. But it was before Mr. McBroom coming. He felt that would be a good thing to do. Not necessarily every year, but, so the freshmen could see it. And then after they leave, they're seniors, and you could do it again once every 4 years or something like that, because it's kind of a big event. But he felt that in the past that it had been beneficial to people where he was working before. So that was something that we added to it.
I think that was around 2005, that was, right?
And
yep.
Didn't Mabel Canton do one just this past year?
Yeah, it's very possible.
It was very well received there.
Yep. And I want to say that the one we did in Rushford by the state shop was very well received too. Other things too, that you do look at on the first page, the School to Work project with Mr. Collinson. That is, high school people who are interested in becoming police officers. And do you want me to go into some detail on some stuff? Or?
It's up to the council how much time they would like to take to discuss it.
I think it would be
Absolutely.
good for us to know.
So, what's interesting about that is these kids actually express interest in Mr. Collinson. It's a school to work program where instead of going to work in someone's dairy farm or someone's welding shop, they choose to come and ride around the police department. It's not just a free ride. We actually put them through what you would expect of new police officers, and they write reports for various activities and thefts, and they're all mock. And we actually put them in the position of a police officer and do mock traffic stops. So they know what it feels like to go up there and talk to somebody and to be scared, and how to react correctly. They also have to take tests, learn statutes, and different stuff like that. So it lets them know if it's something that they actually want to continue to pursue a career in. And Mr. Collinson said they might have 1 or 2 people interested in that already this year.
You've never done that before, or have you?
We have done that in the past. That was something that Sam had.
Anybody go on to law enforcement that you're aware of?
I believe there is one gentleman who is at college right now who is doing that. I see him working at the grocery store every once in a while. He says he's still in it, so.
Good.
But we've actually had police officers that witnessed that mock accident, and he's the one who told me how long ago it was. So, and now he's working for us too, so. Let's see. The school also stated that they were looking for, myself to come and talk to their 9 through 10th, I believe, and then 11 through 12th, and give me like a half an hour of a speech as far as underage drinking and ways to avoid, the peer pressure and correct things to do. So I'm going to be doing that here pretty quick. One thing we added, we had did it in the past, but we're looking to coordinate some type of, summer fun activity, whether it be our pool or different businesses in town, or to get the businesses involved in it also. And it would have to be something in the nature of alcohol and drug awareness. We can use forfeiture funds for that, for like a pizza party or a bowling thing. So that's something we're looking to do also. And we'd like to try to get that done once a year. Gives us a chance to interact with everybody. So on the back, I don't know if you guys, if you enjoy dogs or what, but I've been around police canines for like 5-6 years. I've seen it in action, the good, and I enjoy it. I think it could be a benefit for our police department. Normally you would have to go out and raise money to buy a dog that's trained. You'd have to send a police officer to a 12-week class in the cities, and then you'd have to replace that officer being gone at that same time. What I'm looking to do is, through my connections with my friend who's a Mower County deputy, trained the #1 dog in the United States 5 years in a row, and he has a puppy, and I'm going to get a dog from him, start the training, do the training with him, and it'll be no cost to the city. I take care of all the bills that come with that, like dog ownership stuff. But what I'm looking to do is take drugs off the street and have it be a tool where I can go and talk to the kindergarten kids and say that Adam is a good guy, he's approachable, and I love dogs, and it's a reason for someone to go and talk to him, and they get to see that dog, and maybe a demonstration for those kids, maybe a demonstration for older people, for the chamber. Someone breaks into your business and takes off running. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting older. I'm not as fast as I used to be. The dog actually can smell somebody, even if they've been gone, and we can track them maybe to a residence and get a search warrant, where before you would have been like, he went that way. So that's something that I'm also looking into, and I guess your feedback.
So would this dog be trained for drug detection?
This dog would be trained for drug detection. It's actually called a dual-purpose canine, so it would be used for drugs. I know the school has actually been using Houston County's narcotics dog to check like their senior bus before they leave on their class trip. So that would be something that I could assume myself. And if you go to a car and you smell something inside it, but it's hidden inside a battery, the dog can smell drugs inside a gas tank that's full of gas.
Really?
Wow.
Yes. And then any money that would be associated with that could be forfeited, also would be forfeiture monies that could be used for education. So, but that is a process. It would take approximately a year from the time I picked up the 8-week-old puppy. It would be 11 months to a year old before I could actually have it certified on the streets. So there's just some things that looking towards the future.
Sounds good.